think I talked less today than I ever did. And I really don't record music. Like, I barely make songs nowadays, so it's like, I just try to jot something down about myself or to myself. That's it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Last Name Jones, and if you're not done already, please go ahead and press like and subscribe at the bottom of your screen. I would greatly, and I mean greatly, greatly appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so today I get to cover one of my favorite artists, NBA YoungBoy. He sat down with Funny Marco for an interview, as y'all just saw. Sound like he might be trying to leave music. You know what I'm saying? But as y'all saw, Marco had to cut out real quick because things got kind of awkward, right? Or he felt kind of awkward. Marco saying an interview is awkward is crazy, by the way. Like, because Marco is just, his style is awkward. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, but back to this session y'all just saw, right? I'm scratching my head like, is Top leaving music?
And in the studio, that's like home. Are you feeling the same like from when you first started in the studio?
Music not where my heart at. Music is not something that I'm focused on.
And what are some things that you feel like you are want to go into with this new journey?
What journey?
Leaving music.
I just want to have fun. I just want to do whatever I want. That's it. Stay out the way.
Now, I don't believe him. I'm saying though, like, he records so much, like he could probably take a break like he's doing now and have albums still dropping like years later. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe him. I don't think he's staying away from music, right? Nah. What I do hear though is somebody that is actually tired, right? And like he said, he's trying to stay out the way right now, do whatever he want and have fun. You know what I mean? And I get it. I get it. If you follow this career, this is about the healthiest I've seen him for one. Like, his face looks healthy. And yeah, it just he seemed like he's actually living versus trying to survive. And I know that sounds weird because y'all gonna say, what you mean trying to survive? Top got money and this and that and he rich. Yeah, but if you follow this career, trying to survive meaning staying out of jail, right? And I think he's kind of enjoying his success, and he deserved that. Now, I told you earlier the interview was awkward for a reason. I'm about to show y'all why that interview was awkward.
Fuck your own interview up.
I did?
Yep. Cause you wrong, and you know you was wrong. And by me telling you was wrong, before we started this, instead of sitting there pretending, that shit got your vibe off. This ain't never been our vibe. You know you're wrong, I could tell too. But you wanna know something too? We gonna bypass that. I told you that, so maybe you could open up now and just understand. As I told you about what you did wrong, that's some disloyal shit. But that don't mean I'm telling you that I hate you or I'm your enemy or I don't wanna be your friend. I was just telling you so you don't do that to me no more. Cause I ain't deserve that. And no bitch basically that girl didn't deserve your loyalty more than mine for you to literally let her make you do that. That's cold sense. I called you my brother. You wanna know something though? Never trust a man who would cheat on his wife. And never trust a bitch who will fucking marry man. Remember that. And you will never hear a lot of dudes say that because either them niggas pretending with they self and they hiding something from the world.
Believe it or not, for me, that was probably one of the dopest scenes in an interview I've ever seen, right? I got to see two black men sit down, and it was a quick hash out differences, but he literally told him bro, listen, you fucked up, and you know you fucked up, but I'm not telling you this to tell you I hate you. I'm telling you this so you don't do it again because it hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't deserve that. Bro, that was real. He expressed how he felt, and Marco sat down, was able to receive it, and they moved on from that. Because y'all saw the interview was awkward. If Marco is saying, he typed it up, it's awkward, bro. It's it's awkward. You know what I'm saying? And they moved on from that. But he also said some real shit. Never trust a man that cheats on a married, you know what I'm saying? And never trust a woman that would, yeah. He broke that down real good. And honestly, he ain't lying. You shouldn't trust a married man that cheats on his wife, and you shouldn't trust a woman that cheats on her husband. You just shouldn't, bro. Or a woman that will friggin' have sex with a married man. Nah, don't trust that. Know what I mean? There's a lot of karma that come along with that. And I think that's what he was leaning towards with that, was like the karma. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the way of their karma. But anyways, let's continue. Now, this next scene, absolutely crazy, bro. You telling me NBA YoungBoy never had a job and never filled out a job application?
Bro, have you ever worked a 9 to 5? Have you ever worked a 9 to 5? No, Walmart, nowhere. Have you ever filled out a job application?
Help me! Help me!
That's different.
But that's what makes a lot of people struggle and grind and store it better than mine. Because they actually done that, you know? I got friends that I could never amount to. And when you're speaking on the job field, you know, because they actually didn't work the 9 to 5. They know what being disciplined about and trying to stick to a schedule and make something happen for themselves. It don't really amount. It ain't really got nothing to do with the amount of our dollars today or our bank accounts, you know. I got my shit how I got it. And I actually seen people work their ass off, I feel like 10 times harder than me. It's just not their story, bro. You're not meant to have it, you know? Or it just ain't your time, if that makes sense. You worked a 9 to 5?
I had probably like 20 jobs.
That's hard.
Yeah. But I knew it was hard for me to stay focused. You know, it was always a job. I always left a job. I left. And it was like, what is my passion? Because I feel like if I don't give you my best, I shouldn't be there at all.
Right.
So it's hard for me to take money from a company I'm trying to cheat you or trying to find a way to not work or be in the bathroom I hide. So I just didn't feel like, you know, taking from a company. That's something that never sit right with me.
How you feel about people that scam?
I didn't know it was a real life thing. So I moved to Atlanta. I disagree with it. I feel like karma is real.
Bro, that's dope. Never worked a 9 to 5? Or you filled out a job application? Yeah, no, that's dope as hell. But he's actually very humble, right? I love the way how he gave props to his friends and other people around him that he knows that work those 9 to 5s. And he even told you, like, how much more work it is. You know what I'm saying? But he also said something that's very true that a lot of people don't want to accept. And that's, some people are meant to have that success and some are just not, right? I'm saying it different than he said it, but I think that's what he meant. Some people are meant to have the success and some people are just not meant to have it. And for some people, it's just not time yet, right? Too much success too fast will ruin you. And for some people, too much success in general will ruin you. Or it's just not meant. And that's true. That is very much true. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hard pill to swallow, right? For some, but you never know unless you stop trying. And then it's just not meant for you to have it because you always just stop trying. But anyways, let's get to the next video.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You could tell a lot about a man when he gets stripped out his possessions, right? I done had the world at my hands like more than once. Bitch would get took from me. I always like came from out this dark alleyway, dying down out drugs, and I'm always ended up in a cell. And I ain't take that shit too well. I'm telling you that as a man. You can tell a lot about a man when you strip the nigga out his possessions. My last go around, I ain't take that shit too well. I cried, man. I was broken. Cause it's like it happened to me at a time where it really meant the most to me, nigga. You know? And bro, I felt like the world had fell on me. I feel like my whole world that I molded in it. and sat that bitch up there, you know, because I was proud like it's a trophy. That man, by the time I looked up, that bitch fell on me, fat. That bitch fell on me, and I seen a lot of people just treat me so bad, and I had to realize like that's karma, son. That's karma, bro. And that's from not just making the right decisions, nigga. You gotta chill. You gotta chill. You gotta focus.
Now, he was very vulnerable in this interview, and he opened up a lot. I mean, dude told you straight up, his last go round, he did not take it well. He cried. Now, I've not really heard other rappers admit to that, right? But dude just told you, nah, I cried. And it makes sense. Like, he told you everything I molded and I put together, like, I put it on this pedestal and I looked up and it fell on me. Could you imagine having millions of dollars, everything in your hands, and boom, all of a sudden it's all gone and there's a chance you might never get it back? He was honest. One thing I could give him so far, he's very upfront about things. But that one kind of hit home. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. Like, he admitted to that. He said, no, I cried. And he's right. When you strip anybody of their possessions and the things that they cherish the most, bro, it'll break you. That's a different type of hurt. I'm telling you, that shit will break you. So big shout outs to him for that, bro, for the growth. I'm seeing a lot of growth in this interview versus his other interviews. So big shout outs to him for that, man.
But no,
How many more albums you got in?
1 or 2.
And then you'll be done? How about tours?
1 for sure. I'll go on tour one more time throughout my whole life, and that's it.
Do you ever see yourself going back to the States, like moving?
I'm going like to the United States.
You ever move?
Never in life. Never.
Cause of staying here. How did you get the power to like adapt? Like like this is home. Like, cause it's not easy for someone just to leave, you know, somewhere where they've been all their life.
I used to always feel like I never had an opportunity to get away or to like leave that place. So it was like I don't have no problem with being away. It's nothing there for me. It's nothing there for me at all. Probably the most important thing is my kids. But that's what they got planes for. That's what kind of financial stable to get around. So I ain't on that.
Now, could you imagine from like age 12, 13, just in and out of jail, threats on your life, the fights, threats on your life, in and out of jail. So this next scene, I can totally understand. Now, do I think he's going to stay gone? Oh, what you talking about, Jones? What you mean stay gone? Oh, y'all in here? This man talking about not coming back to America.
You got in?
1 or 2.
And then you'll be done? How about tours?
1 for sure. I'll go on tour one more time throughout my whole life, and that's it.
Do you ever see yourself going back to the States, like moving?
I'm going like to the United States.
You ever move?
Never in life. Never.
Cause of staying here. How did you get the power to like adapt? Like like this is home. Like, cause it's not easy for someone just to leave, you know, somewhere where they've been all their life.
I used to always feel like I never had an opportunity to get away or to like leave that place. So it was like I don't have no problem with being away. It's nothing there for me. It's nothing there for me at all. Probably the most important thing is my kids. But that's what they got planes for. That's what kind of financial stable to get around. So I ain't on that.
Honestly, I don't blame him. Don't blame him. If you followed his career over time, then you would know, like, hey, like, yeah, like I'm actually not surprised by that. Now, will he stay gone? I don't think he'll stay gone at all. Right? I think right now what he's going through, he's seeing new things, new places, experiencing different things, and that's actually expanding his mind. And you know what they say, the mind is expanding, so the music might change a little bit, might sound a bit more mature in some of the songs. There's growth going on. There's a lot of growth going on. So he actually needs this. Like, whatever he's going through right now, he actually needs this. Like, let him be over there for a little bit and then come back to this. Sometimes you got to get away and get back to it. And when you get back to it, it's bigger and better. I'm not saying it might be bigger and better. It might be nothing. He might actually not come back. He might not. We don't know. But one thing I do know is following his career, he seems to be at peace. And if that's the case, then, hey, everybody deserves that. When you find that spot, a lot of times you want to stay there, you know, but I don't think he's going to stay. I think he's definitely going to come back to the States, and I don't think he's going to stay away from music. I think he's definitely going to get back to music also. Now let's get to the final clip. The final clip is actually hilarious, bro. Marco's tattoo artist caught a stray, but this was funny as hell. Y'all check this out.
You know, J.F. Kennedy was fucking a black woman.
I
I
didn't tell you that.
No, you told me Martin Luther King was fucking a black.
No,
you say Martin Luther King was fucking a white woman, so I had to double back and play on whatever I felt like you supported the most. And I feel like you support that side of that the most. Not saying I don't support. I ain't that type of person, but so by you playing with one of my forced up on me to be heroes in elementary school, I'm gonna fuck with your.
That's not my hero.
So why you got a tattoo of him?
Who?
You.
That's not JFK. This not JFK.
I was talking about that one. I thought that one was J.F. Kennedy.
Miss Mike Epps.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I'm all about the Benjamin.
Damn, that nigga ashy. Hey, dude, Marco's so ashy, bro. YB thought that was JFK and it's Mike Epps. Oh my God. Bro, this dude, listen, Marco ashy as hell, boy.
And then this is Martin.
Damn.
Me.
And Red Fox.
Nah, I fucked it up. My fault.
Yeah. I get where
swear.
you get that from.
He just looked like he got assassinated or some shit.
I know. I mean, shout out to my tattoo artist. He's dead.
Yeah, that's very bad.
Yeah.
And that's disrespectful, dude.
What part?
Cause how you gonna do him like that? Like, that's fucked up.
Bro, Marco ashy as hell, boy. Hey, you gonna talk about he look like he got assassinated or some shit. That nigga's terrible, boy. Anyways, man, listen. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you've not done already, please go ahead and press like and subscribe at the bottom of your screen. I would greatly, and I mean greatly appreciate that. Thank you. All right. If you're not done already, please go ahead and check out the EDP 445 video that I did also. I did a full breakdown of that documentary. If you don't want to watch that disturbing ass documentary, I did a full breakdown for y'all step by step, just explaining what I gathered from that video. And it was a lot that I gathered. But anyways, y'all go ahead, press like, subscribe at the bottom of your screen. I love y'all. Be safe out there. And yeah, peace.